Welcome everyone to another episode of the Wealthologist. I'm Chris Hobart, your guide through the intricate world of wealth management and estate planning. And today I want to tell you a story. I want to delve into a case that made headlines that really highlights the complexities and also the implications when you begin to alter wills and change beneficiary statements and maybe not make all family members aware of this. So I want you to picture this. It's a story of a family whose legacy is tied to a pretty cool discovery. And in their ranch, they discovered a T-Rex that was named Sue, and it caused an $8 million windfall when they sold it. But the harmony of this tale takes a turn. Money ruins everything, I guess, right? See, Darlene Williams of the famed TRex Discovery, she left behind more than just a legacy. It was much more complicated than the fossil that she found. In fact, she left behind two conflicting wills, which created family feuds, and a legal tangle that followed her passing for years to come. You see, in 2017, Darlene created a will that spread her wealth among all of her children and grandchildren, each receiving heartfelt bequests and kind of some special things, but also spreading the wealth. But there's a 2020 revision that shifted everything, leaving her daughter Sandra as the sole inheritor. Now, naturally, this caused some issues, right? Because Jacqueline, her other daughter, began to contest the validity of the latter will, citing her mother's fragile health and also what's called undue influence. Now, the drama unfolded in a time of vulnerability. Darlene's health, it was precarious, and it was compounded by the isolation imposed by the COVID-19 pandemic. In other words, she had discussions with her other daughter that no one else could take part with. See, this cocktail of different circumstances raised questions about her capacity to make informed decisions, which invited suspicions of undue influence in the creation of the contested will. So, what could have prevented this turmoil? Well, first, transparency and legal counsel play pivotal roles in a lot of these types of decisions. An independent attorney might have advised Darlene on the implications of excluding children from her will, potentially averting these types of irreparable family bonds from breaking. Moreover, in situations like Darlene's, where COVID-19 limited witnesses during the signing of that second will, a clear articulation of changes and reasons to witnesses might have countered claims of incapacity or undue influence. In this case, it was a tough one to overcome. So what's really the moral of this saga? Safeguarding family harmony and preventing disputes really begins to demand transparency as well as prudent legal counsel. Altering wills and beneficiary statements, it can be done, but when you begin to exclude folks, that carries profound implications. So seeking independent legal advice offers some clarity and minimizes familial discord. And the clauses like what's called a no contest provision in legal documents also acts as an additional guardian against future disputes, which helps honor the wishes of the departed and preserves family unity. Remember, in the realm of estate planning, and this is important, transparency and legal foresight are your allies. In this case, there were a lot of questions that went around and maybe a daughter that was trying to pull some wool over people's eyes. But family legacies deserve careful consideration, and changes to estate plans should be approached with clarity, sensitivity, as well as expert guidance, that legal counsel that I was telling you about. So that wraps up our episode of the Wealthologist today. Just a warning. If you're thinking about changing your documents, we're always here to help where we can help from the financial side, and always happy to give you insight from a lawyer as well, where appropriate. In the case of Darlene's story, I hope this just helps you think about the intricacies of wills and family legacies. But until next time, this is Chris Hobart signing off. Take care, and as always, plan wisely.